Hi, I'm Kristenn. I'm a research assistant and a first year PhD student at the University of Sheffield. When I first started my research assistant role, I was really grateful that among the induction material and the induction meetings I had, there was a separate time slot for me to discuss my disability as well as my needs. And in this meeting, my manager and I went through what my strengths are and my difficulties and what sort of adjustments can be placed and what can those expectations that can be met. And those were flexibility with my work environment, so I was able to come to work or work from home. I also said that I work well with instructions that are written out either on paper or on email, and that helped me a lot with my day-to-day task and making sure I kept up to date with everything. And those reasonable adjustments weren't provided or made it in a way that I was different to anyone. It was it felt comfortable, it felt normal, and I just felt like anyone else in the department. And my disability wasn't viewed as a disadvantage, but rather a unique point, especially in the field of research, that I could bring a unique insight, and everyone has differences, and these are mine, and they were met for. So having autism, I think one of the most nerve-wracking thing in an interview is the unknown, what the interview process is going to look like, who's going to be there, what the expectations are, but also the questions itself. When someone gives me a question, especially in a situation where I'm highly anxious, I tend to ramble a lot, and just what I would say is yapping. And I just talk and I kind of lose the plot eventually. But what they did for me for the interview process was I was given a clear schedule of what the interview was going to look like, where it was, very accessible directions to the building, and then who was going to be on the panel, exactly who they were, so I can look them up if I wanted to. And I was also given the questions in advance. And yes, it's for preparation, I guess. I did use the time I got them, about I think a day in advance to prepare. But for me, it was mostly knowing what the questions are, so I understood the question. Because if I were asked those questions on the day of, as I said earlier, I would have just gone off on a tangent. So getting those questions in advance was really, really helpful.